It's just Bruce. He don't bite. Hello.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I didn't feel like doing anything. I got a lot of work to do and I just didn't feel like doing it. It was too nice of a day out. It was like 60 degrees out. It's December. And in Pennsylvania we all get all kind of wacky weather anyway. But honestly, today was one of those days I'm like, I've been wanting to do this for a while. I felt like playing with toys. And like, not just on a table, Now, I wanted to play like we did when we were 10 years old back in 1979. And that's the thing about the late 70s, early 80s. That was the time when I was a kid. So those 10 years from the time I was, I'll say 5 to maybe 15. It's probably the best 10 years of being a kid there was, because it's you don't have any responsibilities. You don't go to worry about a driver's license. You're just playing with your toys. And the way we played back then as Gen Xers, it was way different than the kids play today. And we didn't have electronics and stuff like that. So we'd play outside a lot. It'd be nothing for us to ride our bikes around the neighborhood all day long. We'd go into the woods and we'd find little hideouts to hide in, just hang out. We'd dig in the creek and find salamanders and crawfish and just, innocent stuff like that. Or, we'd go around and blow up mailboxes and not ring doorbells and run, but we did get caught doing that a couple times. But anyway, I started thinking about the little green army men that we used to play with when we were kids. And because I've just watched the movie Toy Story, and I realized the kids, and that's the way the kids were. The kids were there. You were either an Andy or a Sid. And they got that pretty accurate. Andy always took care of his toys. He was very gentle with them, treated them good. Sid, he was just a right bastard about it. He would just destroy them and then want more. So I've never really been a Sid. So I'm thinking today, I'm going to get my little green army men out that I knew I had around here somewhere. And I'm going to play with them in the yard and videotape it just to see if anybody remembers playing like that. And then I realized I don't have any green army men. I don't know where they went. They disappeared. So I go to the store. I went to Walmart. No green army men. I go to a dollar store. I'm thinking, well, they got to have them. They always have stuff like that. Nope, they didn't have any green army men. They didn't have cowboys and Indians. And now they did last year because I seen them. But I guess the whole politically correct thing, I don't know. Don't know why they don't have them, but they don't have them. So I went home and I was a little disappointed. And I decided, I got a bunch of Star Wars toys I can play with like we used to in the old days too. Because honestly, we mixed them. We had the little green army men versus the stormtroopers and, whatever. We even had a Godzilla. We played Godzilla with the little green army men. And it was a lot of fun. So it got me thinking, well, okay, I'm going to do some stuff today that I haven't done since I was a little kid. And I'm going to take you on a little field trip and you can see what's going on. I guess maybe I should give you a disclaimer and tell you don't try this at home. But you're a grown-ass man or woman. You can do whatever the hell you want. It's just the kind of stuff we did when we were kids. One question before I start, I forgot to mention it. Did anybody else set up the ramps and get run over them with the bikes and we jump our bikes? I don't see kids doing that at all anymore. I see them out there riding the bikes. The guy down the street has a couple boys, and they're always riding their bikes and playing, and that's good. But but they got the helmets on and the knee pads and the elbow pads and everything, and that's not how we did it. We just went like this, hopped on our bikes. We'd jump over each other with little homemade ramps and everything like that. We'd go off-road. I don't see kids doing that anymore. Did that stop being a thing? Oh, I'm sure you're sick of hearing me ramble. So without further ado, let's go blow some shit up. Target in sight.
Star Wars, Star Wars, Wars.
Let's head home.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, that was a lot of fun. Some of the neighbors came out across the street to see what the hell was going on. No big deal. I'm not going to get in trouble for it. I might get grounded when my wife finds out I did it. But that was a lot of fun. And I do have to point out that everything I just blew up is stuff I made myself. That Paltoy Death Star was one of my reproductions that I make. You can get that on Jenner Custom Toys, my eBay page. And yeah, all the figures and stuff were just customs I made over the years that just, you know, they were messed up or whatever. The Paltoy Death Star itself was messed up on the back, so I did the Christmas tree thing. I put the cameras in the front, and then the back had the part that was all messed up. But I know it's a really dumb thing to do, but I don't care. I had fun. It brought back a lot of memories when we was kids. But back then, fireworks weren't so easy to get. We used to have to, like, steal them out of, like, our uncle's stash, or there was always the one kid on the block that could get the fireworks so we could blow stuff up. And we got in our share of trouble with that. I mean, like I said, we put cherry bombs in mailboxes, too, back then. Nobody does that anymore. And I don't recommend it. I'm not saying you should do it. But, you know, it's just the stuff we did back then. We used to blow. We had the real M80s. We'd take a garbage can, light the M80, throw it down, put the garbage can on top of it, and it would launch the garbage can 20 feet in the air. That was just fun back then. I don't see anybody doing it anymore. I don't hear any stories about it. All the stories now are about high scores on, you know, video games and stuff like that, and how many frags they get whenever they play their online games. And it's just not the same. And I'm sure these kids are enjoying their childhood in their own way too. But I just think we just had the best childhood. And the people before us, they had less than we did. So, but I'm sure they feel the same way about their childhood. Like I said, I've narrowed it down to about my favorite 10 years was from the time I was 5 to the time I was about 14, 15 years old. You know, right before I had to start working and, you know, do grown-up stuff. And that's just where my best memories lie, from playing with toys. So, hey, if you have any comments, leave them down there. Like, subscribe, all that stuff you got to say at the end of the videos. And like I said, you know, no real Star Wars toys were hurt during this shenanigans of the day. And I hope you guys are having a good day. And hopefully I'll have another video coming soon. And I'll catch you later. Bye.
Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars, Wars, dun 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 dun.